Assalamu alaikum. Teenagers is a terrifying time. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's adventurous, but it's terrifying. It creates a disbalance. It's a time when young kids are becoming adults, but they're not adults and they cannot remain kids anymore. They're exploring, they want to understand themselves, they want to understand the world. Things are new, things are different. This is the time when they will make mistakes. This is a time when they will do things no sane person can do. So what should we do? Should we shun them, or should we leave them, or just think, okay, my child cannot make a mistake? My child will make a mistake. My child will be curious, and my child will do things he would never do in his adult life. The reason that they do it is because they do not understand it themselves. They do not know what's happening. And suddenly they start thinking that they are adults. They start thinking that they have to do everything that adults do. They try to explore. They try to do and cross the line. They want to know what's on the other side. It's the time when they need us the most. It's the time when they need us to understand and to forgive them and to love them unconditionally. It's a time when we need to hold their hands and tell them that we see you, we know what your problems are. We understand. What happens? Most of the time, we start scolding them. Most of the time, we are so upset that our kids can see the tears, the pain, the anguish we feel. When they make a mistake, they can see on our faces how ashamed we are, how bad we feel, and how hurt we are. And nothing hurts them more than that. Their shoes they're trying to fit in and they cannot. And they're vulnerable. They're afraid. They do not know who to trust. They do not know whether it's right or whether it's wrong. It's a time when they're trying to learn and understand it. I would just request every elder to be with them, to understand them, to help them out, to let them know that you exist, to let them know that you care, to let them know that you will be there to guide them. Be there for your children. I've talked to a number of kids and I know how suicidal they get. I know how bad they feel. I know the basic problem and the basic fear in every child's mind is that they have hurt the expectations of their parents. They want to rise up in the eyes of their parents. They want to be known as good boys and girls to their teachers. The peer pressure is immensely strong. So please, be there. They are not going to come out and tell us. We have to be there to understand. We have to be there to let them know that we are there. Kids are surrounded, teenagers are surrounded by adults. Everyone giving them the right piece of advice. They feel that everyone is trying to judge them. Everyone is expecting that they'll do the right things. Many of us did make mistakes. Many of us did not do what was right, but we learned. But on that path, I know someone held our hands. There was one person, at least somewhere in our lives, who stood by us. It could be a khala, it could be a puppo, it could be a mamu, an uncle. It could be anyone, a dadi, a nani, a dada or nana, or any other, or a friend, or a friend's mother. But somebody, or a teacher, but somebody would be there. The kids, they want our understanding. They want to know that it's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay to repeat it and to keep on doing it again and again, but it's okay if they make a mistake. We love them still. I would just request everyone that have a heart. Don't think that your kid has every right to be the 100% person you want them to be. They will not be. There will be times when they'll do things that are not what we expect. And we get hurt. Yes, I understand. We don't see that coming. We don't understand that happening. Why my child? Why us? What went wrong? Why did they do it? But instead of finding answers to that, try to talk to them. Try to listen to what they want. Try to listen if they're curious, if they want to know something, why. And help them out. There are always ways, but they only come when we listen with open eyes and ears. When we try to help them without judging them. When we let them realize that there is someone who sees them as a person, as an individual, who is not actually thinking of them as an adult and who is not treating them like a kid, who is understanding that they are teenagers, who knows that they will make mistakes, but who will guide them and help them out and tell them what the right path is and let them explore it for themselves. I know it's very hard, especially when it's your own kid. But that's where the test is. Making one mistake doesn't leave them as a ruined person. It should not let you leave them. Every time they make a mistake, they're frightened not of the mistake, but the pain they caused us. No matter how hard or how troublesome a child or teenager becomes, they are seeking attention. They want to know, they want to understand themselves, and they want to understand the world. Let's be there for them. It's very hard. Just let them know that you're there and that you see them as people and that you give them the right to make mistakes and you give them the right to grow out of it. Let them be the individuals they are meant to be. Let them be the person who will be able to guide another teenager in a troubled period. Let them be there. Let them love themselves. Let them hope. And let them inspire. Thank you.